Hello guys, it's John Messenger. Today I have a weekly blaze. So I'm actually starting this one really late. It's already Friday at like 11:15 p.m. So I wasn't actually going to record this week. I did want to record like every single week for a while until like next month, but this week I just didn't, and I was like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to, and then we got some Bottleman news. But before I get to that, I guess I should just say for Beyblade really quick. No, it's not next week, but like, well, maybe. So I'm waiting to see if we get any leaks or anything, if anything comes out for this month. Any leaks for like next month stuff or anything. I don't think we're gonna be seeing anything new, honestly. Unfortunately, I was really hoping we would, but I don't. I don't think we will. I just wanted a few more birth releases, man. We didn't need too many more bays, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get Lucifer next week or the week after, and that'll probably be that for Burst. So yeah. I also did move my discussion video from, I think it was gonna be like Saturday until Wednesday. So it just came out recently, on the 30th, and yeah, it's already December now. That's fun. But yeah, that came out the 30th, and hopefully it was good. I just want to go through Belial. It was a 40-minute video. I mean, realistically, if I went into every detail, I could have easily made that longer, but like, man, I did not want that to be like a 2 hour video, so I'm just like, alright, a 40 minutes is already a pretty long one, so I'll just leave it there. And yeah, I'll record another discussion at some point, but yeah, next video won't be until Monday, which is going to be the Bakutech review, as well as this weekly Blaze, actually, so that'll be fun. Outside of that, Bottleman. I don't know how to pronounce this thing's name. Dragogena? Dragogena. That's what I'm going with, because I do not know. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Dragogena DX. So this thing is a golden dragon. I think it was based on like an orange drink. Come on, we need a proper orange bottle, man. Earth Roller is like barely qualifying as that. We need like a nice orange bottle, man. They made this thing gold. Are you kidding me? I'm a little mixed on that, honestly, because on one hand, I think gold is perfectly fine here. There's no problem with it, but my problem, my personal problem with it is, listen, after being with Beyblade Burst for like over 7 years, like almost 7.5 years at this point, I've just become so sick of gold plastic, I don't want to see it anymore. So now I'm making a golden bay. I was, not excited, or not a golden bay, golden bottle man. Dual gold was one thing, but like another one, it's the flagship one. I'm a little mixed on that, but like whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, there was a leak for it, and apparently, yeah, the gimmick. So there was something about 4 caps, and I'm like, okay, there's no way it's like a 4-shot gimmick. And after getting Royal Griffin DX, I'm like, okay, they did the triple shot. I'm sure that most bottle men are 1 shot. Kerpeps DX, and I guess Blend Dragon, if you want to count that. Those are 2-shot. Okay, now we have Royal Griffin DX. It's a 3-shot. That's gonna be it. There's no way they're gonna have a 4-shot. Maybe it'll be like a 2-shot gimmick or something, but there's like an extra space for a couple more. No, this is just Dragogena DX is literally just a 4-shot. Yeah, no, I think they're like vertical or something. It's like kind of two. It's like a 2x2 vertical shot. I don't even know what to say about it. It's absolutely insane. They just decided, yep, we're making a triple shot gimmick. No one can stop us, and yeah, no one can. They're not triple shot, a quadruple shot. They're doing a 4-shot gimmick. Yeah, no, that's kind of ridiculous. Honestly, I did not expect an actual 4-shot gimmick. I'm like that can't be what they're doing, and nope, they are. So it is cool though. I am actually happy that they're doing that, but like I can't believe it either. That's just insane. I can't wait to get that. Hopefully, because I heard a rumor about it being delayed till January. I hope that's not true. I hope it's December, because I really want to get that. Also for Bakugan, this week will be not this week, but next week will be the second to last review. there'll be a re-review on the Shield deck. And I guess because, Weekly Blazes aren't things that are, like, important videos, so I'll just say the last week is going to actually be a Friendship Bind Set re-review. That one will be fun. I am looking forward to that. But then, yeah, that's it for this year and for the re-reviews themselves. I don't know if I'll do more later, but yeah. I also considered getting more reboot stuff, and I remember I said a couple months ago, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get, like, every main character's Bakugan from the reboot. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just getting stuff when I feel like it. The reboot is just, like, I tried so hard, again. I really tried to get all into it again, and, like, about 4 months ago I started that. And I'd say I had, like, one really solid month of that, and, like, a second month of, like, kind of being into it, like, at least sort of, and then, like, the past 2 months I just have not cared. It's not that I'm not gonna go back to, like, hating the reboot constantly and stuff, but, like, I just don't really care about the reboot nearly as much as I want to. Bakutech was just too good. That's all there is to it. Bakutech was just such a good line of Bakugan that it's actually hard to get into any other Bakugan at this point. Legacy is more just nostalgia because, I was into that as a kid. But, like, when we're looking at pure quality and stuff, like, Bakutech just exists, and I'm like, well, yeah, no, there's nothing else that's beating that. And then, outside of that, though, I was going to talk about anime, but I'm waiting till tomorrow. Might technically be Sunday, but whatever. This is going to be a pretty short weekly plays, I think. I don't even know if I'll breach a half hour, but, that stuff will be tomorrow. But today I want to talk about some games. So next week I will actually have something to talk about, and that's going to be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the third wave of DLC. That'll be happening. Also, there's, like, the Game Awards. So if anything happens from the Game Awards, I'll talk about that. I don't know if we'll get, like, something stupid. I don't even know what my example. Fighters Pass 3 for Smash? No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, anything that comes then, I'll talk about. But yeah, Mario Kart stuff I'll talk about for sure. This week, though, I will talk about 2 games. Splatoon 3 got an update. It's pretty fun. Weapons seem pretty cool. Some of the new variants are, like, whatever, but some are pretty good. It's typical Splatoon kits, like, some ended up pretty good, others did not, but, yeah, I think my favorite's probably the Zinc Mini Splatling. I don't know. I never play support weapons, but, like, so when there's, like, a really well done support kit, I'm like, that's actually really good. Like, it's a lot harder to design good support setups rather than, like, oh yeah, hyper aggressive is not nearly as hard. You could just kind of throw on, like, whatever weapon with, kind of a more offensive sub weapon, like burst bombs or something, and, like, special. It could be most things, honestly. But, like, hyper offensive, I would say, like, missiles, or, you use, like, whale. I mean, whale you could use for, like, anything, but, like, yeah, maybe, like, whale or something, I don't know. But still, when they use, like, ink vac or something like that really well, it's always nice to see. But yeah, anyway. There's also the new weapons. They had the Nova Splatter Shot. I'm going to be honest, I do not care about this weapon at all. To me, it just feels like another Splatter Shot Pro. Like, a second I tried it, that just, again, it did not work. The first one isn't good anyway. I don't know why we made another weapon based on something kind of like that. It just doesn't feel good to play. And there's the, like, I don't know what it's called. It's like this, like, pencil splatter, not splatter scope, like, charger. Why did I say okay, anyway. It's like a charger, like, let's go pencil. You could charge it, and then you can hold 5 shots. And once you release from the trigger, you shoot 1, and then you'll have 4 more to walk around with. You can't go into squid form, though. But, well, and hold them. But, yeah, you get 5 shots from 1 charge. Kinda interesting, honestly. Did not expect that, but they also don't do as much damage. But it's still a really cool kit. Then there's the Big Swig Roller, my favorite of them. It's, like, clearly a support roller. Again, like, it has, what, like, Ink Wall and Ink Vac? Or Splash Wall, I mean, and Ink Vac. Really, really cool because, like, again, you have a roller that's meant to be more of a support weapon. You got the wall there, which is cool. You got the Ink Vac. Just seeing, like, support kits that, like, work really well is kind of just really, like I said, it's just cool to see, honestly. And, yeah. Very glad to see it. Again, I probably wouldn't play it in-game, but, like, yeah, it's just cool. And then we have Pokemon. Oh boy. This is like the last thing I'll talk about for today, and then I'll talk about anime stuff tomorrow slash Sunday morning, because it'll be at that point. We're fine. I started late enough. I can make the excuse, you know. Feels like Saturday for me anyway, so it's fine. But okay, Pokemon. So I finished Violet this week. I finished all of Violet. Saw the credits roll. I'm not going to go into like spoiler heavy stuff, but so of the three, I kind of talked about this last week where I'm like, okay, you know, like the Titan Pokemon, you know, I thought it was going to feel like more of a side thing. It did not. It felt pretty good actually. I thought the Team Star stuff was really, really cool. Also, like, I also talked about this last time, which is the gym leaders and like kind of just the gym route and stuff, which definitely, because of how it is and just how Pokemon has been, it was gonna feel kind of bare bones. But like, I think just integrating it with the other stories, you know, you can mix and match, and also like having the gym challenges, making the gym leaders like have more distinct personalities. I think it just worked really well with this game. It made this route feel way less bare bones, which is nice. And then we get to, I guess you could say, like, kind of the post game story in a way. Oh man, this was something else. So when you start the post game story, you get to this, you know, area you're supposed to be at. Once you start running around and the music kicks in, the music for this area was just like something else. You know, I'm not. I mean, that just, I had to take note. I'm like, well, it's kind of insane. I did not expect this from a Pokemon game. No, I did not at all. And then you go through that, have some fun. And then the ending actually happens where you get to like the place you're supposed to be at, and you have to find out some stuff. And when you find that out, it's like, oh, that was not what I was expecting in this game. Then you have like the final battles, and those were something. I don't even know what to, like. I don't want to spoil anything. It was just like such an insane ending for Pokemon. Like, Pokemon stories are never that crazy. Like, Gens 1 and 2 were very whatever, they were just kind of there. They tried a little bit more with 3s, although the villain plans were stupid. 4 actually got a little bit dark, especially with Platinum. And then, 5's went crazy. I think 5 is still the best. But that's because it was crazy all throughout. I think that this game had like the peak of just ridiculousness, like this is a Pokemon game. But, you know, like with Scarlet and Violet, but like, I think just as a whole for the entire games, I think Gen 5 wins with with Black and White, Black 2, White 2. X and Y, they kind of tried, but was like whatever. Sun and Moon were really good as well, I think. I think these were good ones. And then like Sword and Shield were just like, who cares? But yeah, I played Violet, and I gotta say that was definitely something. I was not prepared for that. It was wild. So yeah, overall, I honestly think I know there's like a patch or something that is it out yet? I think it's out. Was it December 1st? So it's probably already out. I think probably. Anyway, I think that was supposed to like patch some of the performance stuff. If that actually worked, great. Because outside of the performance stuff, and also outside of like not scaling to your level, because they advertise like, oh, you could do anything in any order, but it's like, oh, but it doesn't scale, so like, why would you do that? But yeah, those are like my only problems. Outside of that, I think this was a great game. It was a lot of fun to just do stuff. A lot of fun, like designs were cool, music was great, gameplay definitely felt good. And yeah, the ending was just ridiculous. Like I can't get over how crazy that was. Like I did not see that coming at all. Like, I kind of figured we'd have some kind of post-game type of thing, considering, you know, it definitely felt like something was being led up to, although we just kind of didn't know when it was going to happen, but, I did not expect it to go the route it did. I thought it was just going to be like, okay, let's do this, and then we're going to go do that. Okay, here's some cool new stuff. Let's figure this thing out. Okay, figure that out. Okay, that's it, you know, just have like a final battle or something. I didn't expect it to be that crazy, but no, it was absolutely insane. Yeah, did not expect all that stuff from a Pokemon game. It was great. And yeah, so that's Pokemon. I don't think I have much else to say about Pokemon. I think that's probably it for today, I think. This is probably gonna be a pretty short weekly plays, I think. I don't, because I was trying to think, do I have anything else to say this week? Because I kind of don't. Um, I guess for December, I wanted to make a few more videos than I was planning on last week. I think I was talking about it, or the week before. Um, so I'm gonna be doing a few Amiibo unboxings. We will have, well, there's Christmas stuff. That'll be out. We can get to that when we get to that. But like, for now, before Christmas, I have the Metroid Dread 2-pack to open. I have the 4 Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Champions to open. And then I'm also going to open something else, I think. Am I? Did I just, like, blank on that? I swear I was going to open... Maybe not. Maybe that was it. Yeah, no, I think those are actually the only two. Unless I'm just for some reason forgetting about something, but I swear it was just those two. I swear there's, like, one more thing I'm supposed to mention, but... Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe... Oh, yeah, the Shovel Knight 3-pack. That was it. I'll open up all those in their own videos, and then weekly blazes are going to keep coming out. I will have at least one other Beyblade discussion, which I don't... There's a few things I'm going to do. I don't know which one I want to do yet, but there's a few that I want to do. Also want to do a Bottleman video where I talk about, like, maybe like a top 5 or something, or things I want to see in Bottleman. Kind of talk about like a possible 3rd season, or even just maybe a DX Part 2, some improvements they can make. That'd be fun to talk about. That'll probably be the next video, like right after. I think it might be like the day after the Bakutech review comes out for the Shield deck, so like just a few days from now. Like Tuesday, so yeah. And then, yeah, that's actually going to be a fun one. And then Barricade Lucifer as well. Bakutech reviews, I already talked about those. And then I think that's everything. I might try to throw in a couple extra videos, maybe if we get another new Bay for January or something. I'll talk about that. I'll make a discussion video. Oh yeah, almost forgot, the GT ranking video. That'll also be a Beyblade video that comes out. And then maybe a couple other videos, I don't know yet. I don't really have anything too big in mind, but I might just make a couple extras, because why not? We'll see. I have some things I could do, but I don't know if I'll do them or not, so we'll have to wait and see on that, but yeah. December should have quite a few videos. I think this next week or so I should probably be putting up quite a few. I might take a little break for like a couple days until Christmas or something. Or maybe I'll just make like one extra video on like Christmas Eve and then we'll go from there. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, there's still quite a bit to make. So December should be a fun month. And also, yeah, my Chosen's ranking video did actually really well. So that was cool to see. Again, the basic and dual layer ones were just kind of like videos I put out, and then the God one really did well, and then the Choset's one also did like crazily well. Well, I guess I shouldn't say crazily well, just did well. The God one did crazily well. Then there was like my VS that video which just popped off for no reason. That was wild. And also my Royal Griffin DX video is still doing really well, which is nice. That was cool to see. November was a pretty good month for videos actually. Yeah, and the God ranking video was like barely October, so yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe not barely, but still. Everything else I just mentioned was November, but yeah. So November went pretty nicely, I would say, and December I think is looking, I don't know. I think there are some good ideas. I hope the Bottlemen one at least does okay. And then we'll have Christmas, and then Christmas will happen, and then I'll have a few extra videos after that. I was thinking probably the prototype Bottleman, and then like, I don't know, like the Beyblade BU all in one set possibly, and like another Amiibo video with the 3 Splatoon Amiibo. Yeah, something like that. And then I'll save probably for like next year already, a couple other videos like the My Hero Academia Season 5 Part 2 unboxing, and then the something else. I don't know. I thought I was getting something else. Oh yeah, the kind of the bigger Bakugan video when I show the 6, newest story Bakugan. I already talked about this stuff before. I just want to make a couple updates to like some other videos. I was gonna make like the amiibo videos. So yeah. Also, I do not know why I'm starting to talk ridiculously fast. I just am. That's never a good sign. I should probably shut up. And then yeah, I'll talk about some anime stuff tomorrow because I already have a lot to talk about. But I know tomorrow I'm definitely going to when I finish something, and that'll be something I want to talk about. So yeah. Hopefully, okay, we're like 20-something minutes. Well, like almost 21 minutes in. If I just talk for like maybe 10 or so minutes tomorrow, that'll be like an okay sized weekly blaze. Considering I started hilariously late. These don't need to be that long or anything. Like a half hour is nice, but like if not, whatever. I just want to talk about that tomorrow, and that'll be fun. So yeah, I will talk then when I finish that show. So yeah. Alright, it's now Saturday, or technically Sunday at like 4 a.m. Don't mind, it's close enough. I started late this week. So anyway, anime. So I do have 2 anime to talk about today. One I finished on Friday of last week. And then the past like 8 days I spent watching something else. But yeah, we'll talk about the first one here. Which is Tonari no Kyu Ketsuki-san. I don't know why I can't pronounce things. I don't know why, I just could not pronounce that. I actually had to delete the clip before because I just could not get through that. So I had to pull up the actual name right here just so I could read it, and it still did not go well. I don't know why I could not say that from memory from the deleted clip, but whatever, it's fine. So anyway, yeah, that show was like, it was a strange show. I don't know why I watched this one. I just thought, well, yeah, sure, why not? And I do that a lot, actually. Like, one thing with anime is I do watch anime a lot, but I'm like, I don't watch things seasonally. Like, when it ends, like, when the season ends, then I'll go back to watch stuff, but, like, even then, like, at most, I would spend maybe a month total between seasons watching other seasonal anime, and, like, the bulk of it's just watching other stuff, and, I just kind of watch whatever, and this one I just, like, sure, why not? And it was pretty enjoyable, I would say. And one nice thing is with a lot of slice of life series, they always take place at school. This one, there was some school stuff, but it was mostly like taking place just in a house, which I feel like you don't really see much of. And outside of that, it wasn't like too out there or anything. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't like crazy. But I don't know, just something about having that different setting was pretty unique, I would say, and made me actually like the show a decent bit more than like an average one like that. So that was fun. But now let's talk about the main thing that I watched over the past week. So I didn't have as much time Saturday and Sunday, so I only watched episode 1 Saturday and episode 2 Sunday. But after that, Monday I watched like 3 through 6, and then Tuesday I watched 7 through 12, and then Wednesday was 13 through 18. Wednesday. Then Thursday was 19 through 24. Friday, I watched 25 through 30, and then today I watched 31 through 38. So that's probably like part of the reason why I didn't record Weekly Blaze much this week, because I was just like watching that. And that was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Stone Ocean. So I did watch JoJo before. I actually talked about JoJo back in 2019. Because I watched it like August and stuff, and that was fun. And that was like right after Part 5 finished. And I'm like, okay, can't wait for Part 6. Hopefully like in like a year, and well, here we are over 3 years later. I guess maybe like 2 years, I thought, but I did not expect them to take like over like 3 more years, I did not expect that. But the whole Netflix scheduling of the show was terrible. I hated the batch releases. Like, and I'm saying this as someone who doesn't like watching things weekly. But even I'm going to say, like, batch releases were not a good idea. Would I have waited for the show to finish airing? Yes. But I just think it would have done a lot better. Although the final batch seemed to have caught on pretty well. Like, batch 1 I saw some stuff on. I did not see anything for batch 2. This final batch, though, I have seen a lot more about JoJo, which is nice. Definitely deserves it. And yeah, batch one, I'm like, okay, this is a cool setting. I like the whole prison idea. It was fun. I liked it. It wasn't like too crazy. Although I feel like I'm never the biggest fan of Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. But I guess like not every JoJo part starts like that strong to me. I think part one did. Okay, maybe no, maybe like four of them did of the six parts now that I've seen in the well, I guess just six animated parts. Part one I think was pretty good. Part two I think also had a really part two was just strong all the way through. I think part three just because stands were new and stuff that kind of made it stronger. And I think part five was like a pretty solid start. I think part four was really weak though, which is why I never wanted to say part four was my favorite part because it was just like the first half was just kind of weak honestly. But I do think this one was stronger than that, but it wasn't too crazy. Definitely had my interest for sure though. But maybe it was better than part three's as well. Maybe part one's. Okay, I don't know why I was saying this had a weak start. It really didn't. It was just fun though. It wasn't like crazy, but it was like pretty good. Although like the end of the first batch was pretty interesting. And I'm also trying to just avoid any spoilers as well. So I'm like kind of being vague here, but that's fine. The second batch, okay, this is where some of my problems were because like the first two episodes were great, especially the second one. Man, that was crazy, but like and also like the last four episodes were also pretty great as those were nice. I liked them, but then 3 through 8 of the second batch, so like half of the batch was just the most boring arc. Like it just felt like imagine like part three, where it's like okay we have a villain of the week, but instead of a villain of the week, they just throw four villains at us at once to defeat. Okay, that's a little bit interesting, but it takes 6 episodes. Something like that is just annoying to watch at times, and it definitely dragged on, and it was like, okay, can we just be done with this? Once we were done, it was great, but like that, it was definitely a dip in the story, I would say. And then there was the final batch. And this batch, okay, this was 14 episodes. Started off really, really well. It was a good time. We got to see a lot of cool stuff. I liked, some of the new stands. They were fun. And then little snail thing, which was that was something. And I could say at least some things out of context. At least that's I don't think saying snails is gonna give away anything. But yeah. And then I was just watching, having a good time. Then like the last couple episodes happened, and it was like, oh, this is just wild. And then like the second to last episode was like, oh, this is this is not a typical JoJo part ending, is it? And then the last episode was just like, man, all right, this just was not what I was thinking about would have happened with part six, and at all. But I think it was kind of phenomenal, especially kind of just the way it ended and how everything was kind of settled. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's kind of amazing. Okay, great. And also, so JoJo has this habit of well, first up, openings are a big part of JoJo, and this was definitely a great opening. Well, both part six openings, but like the new one for the final batch. But they've had this habit since part three of like, for the final at least the final opening, having like a variant of sorts for like the end, and they did have a final episode variant, and that was that was a great opening right there, like kind of this new version. And then the ending was also, they also had a special ending. Instead of the usual one, they had one for the final episode, and that one was just, yeah, perfect. Like I don't have anything else to say about it. Like I just think everything about like the last like 2 episodes of that part were like completely perfect, and also just kind of the implications it has for the rest of the series. Again, just perfect. So part six, I definitely think overall was a pretty good part, but I just think that ending was like, I don't know, like, I can definitely say that overall I like part six more than parts 1, 3, and 5. Definitely. Definitely more than 1 and 3. 5, yeah, I would say so. Do I like it more than part 4 though? That's the thing, I don't know. Because, like, the second half of part 4 was crazy. But the first half was just kind of whatever. This one, I feel like outside like that middle section for a few episodes where it was just kind of dragging on. I think it was a little bit more just solid overall. And then it gets pretty crazy, and like the ending is insane. I don't know. I might like part 6 more than part 4. Although I'm not sure I would say I like it more than part 2. I think part 2 is probably still my favorite, but part 6 definitely makes the case though, and it was a great time to watch. I really liked it a lot. So yeah, at some point I do want to rewatch all of JoJo. I mean, again, it has been over 3 years at this point since I watched parts 1 through 5. Just watched part 6. Maybe like next year, like fall or something. Like almost another year from now. Maybe I'll decide to rewatch it, and that way give some time for part 6 to settle and everything, and then go back and just see how it all connects nicely and everything. I don't know if I'll do that or not. Hopefully at some point, but I don't know when. But yeah, I think that's all for this Weekly Blaze. I know I just recorded for like only 2 days this week, like right at the end of the week. But don't worry, next week I don't think I'll be starting any later than like Wednesday. I'd be surprised if I started that late. But yeah, this one, I know I talked a lot about, not a lot, but I talked a decent bit about JoJo here, and that was probably why this one was so short, because I was just watching that. So yeah, anyway, that's all for this Weekly Blaze. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.